What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 60 plus Civ AI only world battle. There's certainly not 60 plus anymore. I think we're down to about, I don't even know, maybe 35? We can't really, there's not like an easy way to count, I guess, but if I check the demographics and take away me and Mapuche, who seem to still be on there, despite being dead, then we can sort of work out, because I imagine I'm in last place for a lot of the stats, so we could probably do that. And we did just witness the fall of Sydney, so 38 is the, so I'm guessing there's 36 actual civs left. I'm here with, because I do have a few land tiles, so okay, maybe there's 35 actual competing civs, or actually Brazil has less land than me, so yeah, I think 37, or 37 is probably the right number. I think Brazil, actually, because it's done by, it's all tiles, it includes the sea, so in theory I think Brazil is now smaller than me. I'm guessing the Aztecs could be as well. So no, they've got a bit more. Yeah, everyone else is a bit bigger. I mean, Egypt, yeah, I've only got like 5 tiles, and Brazil only has 3 or 4, so that's what it is. I think I've got like 6 in a circle. You just can't see it because it doesn't show on the ice, but I've got all of this is mine, which is a little bit bigger than Brazil, who have 1, 2, 3, 4. Not very much, obviously. So yeah, I think it's 37, which is obviously a normal game. We'd have 43 if we wanted to use the info addicts. So that's, to be having that sort of amount left after 275 turns, quite different to our normal sort of games. Normally, at this point, you'd probably be down to 2 or 3 civs, maybe at most, in each continent. Probably have 1 dominant civ in North America. We have 3 that are all pretty big. Obviously, one's probably bigger than the other 2, but we still have 3 pretty big ones. South America is still pretty well split. Only Brazil's really, and the Corral are quite small, I guess, now. But there's still 3 in the Inca, Argentina, and Chile. Africa, you've got Rhodesia, Congo, Mercuria, Mali, plus some smaller ones. Ethiopia's in there. Asia, you've got quite a few. Arabia, the Huns. India, Siam still there. Jar, Korea, Japan, Indonesia. Obviously, Chinook's sort of killing off Australia now. In Europe, you've still got Russia, Poland, and the UK is sort of the main 3. And again, there's a few smaller ones still. Greece, Egypt, Sweden is still in there. Khazar are still in there. The Zulu, Songhai in Africa, the Mayans. That is everyone. Gone through them all now, I think. Just read everyone's names out. No new wars. I think that's the Corral entering the atomic era, so that's impressive. I guess they were doing a lot better previously, so they've sort of still got the technology. Still have some Corral fishers with their Great War infantry. I don't actually know what the Corral fishers do, but I think they're a builder, a worker replacement maybe. I don't really know. These ones have got cool boats. I don't really know what's going on. Oh, and there you go, another capital falling. Didn't expect that so quickly. There you go, Mali grabs Mabanza, Congo, and that is a big blow. And they'll probably grab this city as well, sort of the northern Congo city, fairly soon. And yeah, they might eliminate them altogether. Right, Mercuria's pieced out with Arabia. Nothing changed hands, which is good, because, nothing should have. There was no real fighting, really. So that's good. Neither of them messed up there. They are still going after India, although now Arabia can fully focus on India. That might be a little bit more an advantage, but I think India does have a little bit more production power. All of Arabia's cities, apart from Azure, are sort of 10 or lower, a few 11s. See, India have 23, 22, so they can probably produce a bit more production. The Iroquois pieced out with Mali, and yeah, nothing changed hands there, but it's finally done, which means they're both free to pursue other things with a little bit more intent. Obviously, sure they have been. Obviously, Mali's going after the Congo. The Iroquois are bombing the Incans quite heavily without much success in actually grabbing anything. But yeah, now obviously they can throw a little bit more at it, not worry about each other. So we might see some of that. Should be interesting. Also might, speed up the processing actually, if they're not trying to outsmart each other all the time. Mongolia has joined the Manhattan Project Club. There's quite a few now. I think there's still only 2 civs with actual nukes. I don't think I've seen anyone else with them. Do a little check. The UK doesn't seem to have any. I don't think the Chinook... I think the Chinook only just completed it last episode, so they're unlikely to have any. Sioux, don't know why they would Korea or Seoul is really low, but I don't think Mongolia is actually able to get it. And I assume it is them doing this. Poland's also completed the Manhattan Project. Maybe the Jar has it. I don't know. They've got modern planes, so no, doesn't look like it. Looks like it's just Iroquois and Mali, I think. Unless, I don't know why. I'm just guessing some random civ might have it that I wasn't expecting. But it doesn't look like it. It does look like it's just those two. For now anyway, does India have one? I think India might have had one. Maybe. Maybe not. Indonesia doesn't have one. They're still a bit behind. No, I don't think India's got one. Oh, the Chinook might have. No. They only just got it. Don't get excited. I thought they might, but no. So when New Zealand has like a nuclear missile or something. To be fair, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Mali and co do have those. Atomic bombs, bombers, bomber, fighter. There we go. Nope, that's just a type. No nuclear missiles just yet. Or they might be hidden. I mean, I know we can see submarines, so maybe they're not there just yet. Getting close maybe, but not quite yet. Got access to those. That'll be very interesting times when they do get them. Maybe I don't know if the Iroquois do either. I don't even know what their planes are. Can't see any in the whole of that screen. There's some here. Just a couple of atomic bombs. They got some stuff in Spain. Again, just atomic bombs. Mali with the Hubble Space Telescope, which is going to give some nice bonuses. I think they'll get to see more of the map. Some other nice things like that. But, you know, keeping them ahead for technology still. A nice wonder to grab all round for them. I'm sure they'll be pleased with that. Right, here we go. Another turn. Did this vote just happen, or is it? No, 5 more turns. Okay. Thought it was done. It's going to be quite a big one if the Iroquois do get embargoed. I don't know what's actually been voted in already. You can have a look. Please don't crash. No happiness from incense. 2 culture from great percentile improvements. 4 culture from archaeological landmarks. There's not that much. Looks like everyone's got 4 votes. And then the Inca and the Iroquois have 6. I think I don't know where the Iroquois got the extra 2 from. 2 from World Wonders, and then the Inca got theirs from being the host. No city-states, they'll mostly stay the same, 4s and 6s, until World Leader kicks in, which will be a while, because this only the World Congress, United Nations, only started like a few turns ago itself, because it obviously took them a while to meet each other. Just because there's so many civs, some of them got landlocked very early on. Again, I've said this a few times, I'm guessing it was the Khazar, the Songhai, probably someone like that just someone hadn't met them. It's very likely. I mean, Khazar haven't got. I mean, they've got a unit down here now, which ruins my point. But apart from that, I don't think they've ever really had too many. You know, having open borders with like 1 or 2, yeah, that's reasonable. But obviously, once you get to some point where you got to go through 3 or 4 just to get to the coast, it's not that likely that they'll do it. There's others, I guess the Shoshone were sort of locked away up here. And actually, it might have kicked in when the Shoshone died. So maybe it was them. Because they were obviously sort of landlocked in here. So maybe that's another theory in there. It was pretty soon after they disappeared, if not at the same time, that it actually happened. So that might actually be a good theory for it. I don't want to guarantee it, but that could have been what happened actually. Maybe someone hadn't met the Shoshone, but once the Shoshone died, they had met everybody. It's the Chinook's turn now, and I think this will be the elimination of Australia. New Zealand have already been, so that... Ooh. Why did they move away so much? Oh, they pieced out. New Zealand may benefit, because the Chinook, for whatever reason, attacked and then pieced out. So I don't know if they realised they were going to fail or something. Or maybe they got something else they wanted, I don't know. They probably pieced out for like all the resources, and now New Zealand's going to steal it away, and then they won't get the resources or something dumb like that. That was a weird one. Whatever. Maybe they don't have the happiness, I don't know. I would normally like moan at a Civ for doing that, but it's not that bad. It's not as bad as like the giving away the cities when you shouldn't. And the Chinook have done really well this game, so I'm not gonna be too mean to them. I'll let them off. I could do something new though. Getting a lot more peace deals than the new wars. I guess they're all rebuilding. There was quite like an intense period where everyone was just going at it, so I do understand. While Mali and the Iroquois were busy, everyone else was just going nuts. They were like, oh, this is our chance. So I get that. Who should be worried? Mercuria should be very worried right now that Mali is free again. The Songhai, the Congo is probably about to experience the rest of what Mali can offer when they're not occupied elsewhere. I think Rhodesia is a little bit safer, just because their cities are hidden away behind mountains. But yeah, I'm guessing Songhai, Mercuria, maybe some of the Egypt, Greece, they won't be too keen on Mali having a bit more freedom. The Iroquois, I would say, again, I would normally say the Sioux, but it doesn't look like that's ever going to happen. So I'm guessing the Aztecs may be at risk, the Mayans at some point. Looks like the Incans are still their main goal. They just can't get a unit through, I'm afraid. Or they would probably grab this. They're trying with a few in the sea. And if they kill the boats, this could actually work, to be honest. That could definitely play out in their favour. Siam's turn. I swear it went through the mods. Oh no, we're on the 4th turn of this episode. Okay. It's going a lot quicker this episode. I just thought I'd let you know. So that's good. Might speed up on my estimations in the last one. I think it's because Mali and the Iroquois did peace out, maybe. Amongst other things. Obviously a few civs have not... Oh, no one's died this episode. Never mind. I was going to say some have died, but Australia did just about stay alive. We'll see if New Zealand changes that. They go at a similar time. I don't know who goes first. But one shot with that cannon, maybe the cavalry attacks, the riflemen's on the road, that might just be enough. I'm not sure. New Zealand does have a plane. I don't know if it can fly that far. Doesn't. I'm guessing no. Maybe. Well, there you go. There's the answer. But next turn, there's a chance they might get it. Depends what units die, what sort of defence Australia puts up. We'll see very soon. Oh, it looks like Brazil are getting even small. Does Brazil get even smaller? No, they're still... Okay, it's still the same. For some reason it looks smaller. Felt really bad for them. Don't know why Argentina's just kept them there. Just doesn't really make sense, but whatever. I wonder what they're up to. I don't really know what they're going to do next, because they're obviously not going to go after Mali. They could go after the Corral, but that's going to be costly. Like, there's so many units just for one city. I assume Brazil, at some point, will fall to them. Yeah, again, Chile's not in the best spot. This southern city, I feel like they just need to pick off cities one at a time. They don't actually need to conquer a whole civilization in one go as such. But the Iroquois and Mali are both pretty close. Maybe South America, maybe they should all team up, just in case. Not that they could stop Mali and the Iroquois combined, but it's a nice thought. Let's see, are Mali really pressing on with this? Doesn't actually look like they are. So they're taking a bit of a step back, much to the Congo's relief. And there we go, Brazil and the Iroquois. That is complete opposite types of action. That is punishing the worst off in society and the best at the same time. Don't really know how that works out, what the logic is there. Oh my goodness, poor New Zealand. Out of nowhere, one Arabian boat privateer with 0 health eliminates Australia and conquers Melbourne. So there we go, we got a new divide. When there was just one city for the Chinook in Australia, I actually thought that for Chinook and Arabia, I thought Australia was probably doing a good thing, trying to, just get all of their island back, and now they're gone. We've got a new divide, sort of west v east, although the Chinook obviously have a little bit more population, and I imagine they'll probably kick Arabia out fairly soon. India with the Manhattan Project as well. I thought they had that ages ago. Must have been wrong. Maybe they just entered the atomic era. But either way, that's not what you want to see. For Gandhi, obviously has a tendency to use some of those a little bit more than some of the other leaders. So Arabia will have to be very careful in the future. How are these guys at peace? I just don't understand it. It's such chaos. These borders, I don't get how they are resisting the urge to fight each other. It must be there. Surely they want to. How's Korea doing? Japan just needs to send one ironclad. What is it doing in that lake? Just send them over there. Someone else is doing all the work for you. All you have to do is just go and finish the job. It makes no sense. It's a bit ridiculous, but there we go. Indonesia's turn. What are they up to? Still sort of strike. They're sort of attacking Siam, but not really. Their planes are doing the odd bit of damage. Nothing crazy. Zulu denounced Mali. You sure you want to be doing that? You really sure? You had a good hard think about that decision. Oh, the Iroquois starting to creep in through different places, which is not what the Inca will want. But those land units did die, so for now, the Inca have put up a good defense, and they're sort of the first civ to hold the Iroquois off. No one's really done it. Other than, obviously, they didn't really go after Mali, intently. But I guess you could say they did stop for Mali. Oh, we're about to hit 2,000. That's a pretty cool point to end. Turn 279. Congo's turn. Probably desperately trying to get a peace deal, which is why it takes so long. So they negotiate, they could not. Oh my goodness, the Chinook is in the information era, which means I assume Mali must be there because they have the Hubble Space Telescope, and I assume the Iroquois is there as well. At this point, I doubt the Chinook have overtaken them for tech. I mean, they could. I can't actually see. Actually, they have better. I mean, I don't think they have better units, but that's pretty. Oh, there we go. That was pretty quick. They do now have the third civ to have an atomic bomb. Not a good sign for Japan. I mean, if history tells us anything, Japan is not, doesn't normally end up on the right side of those sorts of equations. So we'll see. But yeah, I don't know if the Chinook will go after Japan. I kind of want them to, just because Japan is not really contributing anything at this point. Like, the fact they haven't conquered Korea is ridiculous now. They should have done it ages ago. But now, right now, there's no excuse. Mongolia has done all the work for you. You need to send, a couple of ironclads. And you literally just walk in there. It's on almost 0 health. Come on. It's getting a bit much. Rhodesia is into the information era. That's a bit more of a surprise. I was not expecting that. I assume you saw the Chinook go in there. I assume the UK is there as well then. Just as another one. I'm guessing they're in there. But that will be it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. There is just 20 turns to go, which at this rate will probably be about 4 more episodes. It's probably another week. Or just under a week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.